What is up, everybody? Blue Dog 35 here. I'm in my garage, and this is a familiar face. This is a 2000 Plymouth Neon. Yes, it's a Plymouth. It's basically a Dodge Neon, same thing. I am putting a power steering pump on it, This is the same Neon that I happened to put a clutch in. I can't really remember exactly when, but it was a while ago. But now it needs a power steering pump. My buddy Rob, who owns it, ended up in a ditch, stuck in the snow, and the power steering pump was giving him issues to begin with, so it was kind of like on its last legs, and he was trying to rock the car to get it out of the snow, and it kind of, you know, it locked up and ended up shredding, not shredding, but the pulley, I mean the belt's okay. I mean, it's not okay, it needs replacement because, you know, look at all those cracks, but it'll get by for a little bit. But there's supposed to be a rather large pulley there, and all you can see is that. This particular pump is a press fit for the pulley. So basically what I need to do is I need to undo this to get a little bit of room. I gotta undo the top rad hose, and then there's another bolt here. Yeah, that's a 10 mil. And then I gotta undo all the brackets to pull this guy off, take the pressure line off, take the top line off, and then just kind of swap out the new one. And that's what I'm gonna do. My only problem is that I do not have the power steering pump, so I am gonna have to get it tomorrow. All I really can do right now is actually remove this pump, and which I need to do for the core anyway. So there are other videos on how to do that and how to do this whole repair, so I will link those in the description. There's way better than anything that I could ever do. I also would like to give a big shout out to Jeremy, who hooked me up with some tin snips. He was watching the video that I did when I cut the heat shield over there off of the bottom of my car, and I just have my crappy shears here. Won't really do much, but or I could probably break them. Wow. Alright, so I'm gonna have to go at that with my hacksaw. And he was worried that I was gonna shove those scissors through my hand, so he ended up getting me some tin snips, which is freaking awesome. Thank you so much, Jeremy. He's the manager at the AutoZone that I frequent. So if you're ever in the Cole Township region, pop in and say hey to my buddy Jeremy and the crew at the Cole Township AutoZone. So I'm just gonna get to work here and pull this guy out, and then I'm gonna go in and relax for a little bit because I can't really do anything until the part comes, which won't be until about noon tomorrow. So let's go ahead and get to work. So I've got the power steering pump mostly removed inside of the bracket, which is right down there. The the Y-looking thing sideways. There's the pulley, or what's left of the pulley. It's a press fit deal, and yeah, it's it has vanished from the material sphere, as I usually say. The high pressure line is still on. I gotta take that off, and then we gotta undo the return line, and then the whole pump will pretty much come off. I did have to resort to removing the radiator hose. I didn't want to, but I had to. I just put the hose up there, emptied out what was in it into my antifreeze bucket. That is not all the antifreeze. Rob, if you're watching this, that is not all the antifreeze that came out of it, don't worry. That's just left over from some other projects. But I'm going to go ahead and take that high pressure hose off. Try not to spill much power steering fluid. I do have some. I'm going to end up getting some more tomorrow just to fill the reservoir and everything. I'm not sure if I'm going to have to swap the reservoir over to the new pump, so I'm going to not damage this reservoir. And yeah, I don't have like a turkey baster or anything to empty the reservoir out, which kind of sucks, but we're going to deal. So I will come back when this is done. Alright, so I think I figured out why the power steering, this is the power steering pump, I'm covering up the high pressure side. Rob was having a problem with this losing power steering fluid, and I think I figured out why. The high pressure line was really loose, the little nut there. It was like super duper loose. So, and the line is kind of crusty with a whole bunch of fluid and buildup, so I'm guessing that was the problem. I have the pump here. I'm going to drain it into something that I can reuse, so I'll probably use like one of my water bottles that I have lying around. Yeah, we'll go from there. If the fluid isn't too burnt, then I'll reuse it, or I'll just put new stuff in. I'll probably end up putting new stuff in. But anyways, this is going to conclude this part. I may throw this together and post it, I'm not sure. But if there is more to the video, then I'm covering the install in this video as well. So I will see you then. Alright, so this is the old fluid. It's looking a bit dark, I guess. So I will not be using this, not at all, just to put you people who are screaming at your keyboards and computer screens. I will not be using this. I'm going to buy some new fluid and put it in. But I'm still waiting for the pump, as is it's like only 6 p.m. on the same day I started working, and the pump won't come until tomorrow. So yeah, I am still at a standstill, but I'm gonna head inside, throw this video together, and okay, facial recognition just picked up a face over there. That's creepy. But yeah, so I don't really have anything else to say, so yeah, bye. Alright, so I'm sorry I didn't get much of this on camera, but I have replaced the pump, a power steering pump. It did not come with a reservoir, so I had to take this one off and replace it, or swap it over. The pulley is brand new. Let me see if I can reposition the thing here. This light is being a pain in the ass. So it's a press fit pulley, and the pump itself down there is brand new. Let's see, you might be able to, if there's a bracket there, but you can still tell that the thing's new. Believe it or not, the belt, getting the belt back on was the most difficult part, aside from getting all the fittings and everything lined up perfect and all that stuff. The thread on the bottom was kind of a nuisance, but it's, you know, it's nothing beyond my grasp of knowledge or anything that I can do. I have a couple small things left to put in. There's a 10 mil that goes here that holds this little bracket here, and then there's a 10 mil up there. But I put a new belt on it because this belt was absolutely it's had it. It's a little old. You're supposed to replace the belts if you have a crack every like inch, but this one goes like more than halfway through. So it's pretty much the whole groove is cracked right there, and all 4 grooves are cracked. So yeah, the belt may be intact, but it's, you know, on its way out, and it's dry rotted and worn and all that stuff. So I put a brand new belt on it, and yeah, the tensioner is kind of weird on this. It's I thought that this had one belt for everything. This has 2 belts. So the alternator has a single belt, and then this particular belt drives the power steering and the air conditioner, or the air conditioner pump or compressor, or whatever you want to call it. So yeah, that's kind of it. I gotta button up the coolant hose here, and then those 2 bolts that I said, and then it's pretty much done. I gotta go pick up Rob in Mount Carmel, and yeah. So very, very short video to wrap this up. I'll probably end up taking the other one down and adding this on, and just calling it a day, because I don't want to upload a friggin' 4-minute long video just for, you know, the sake of a 4-minute long video. But anyways, that's it really. And yeah. So thanks for watching. If you like this video, rate, subscribe, comment, send me death threats. Check out the links in the description. And yeah. Bye.